First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. That's all praises to who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. The true names in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai for his beloved Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect preaching His word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazabah in the Great Millstone, Arizona Camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And I'm gonna get right into it. It says Ebola kills 4 in Ghanaian as West African nation suffers first outbreak of deadly disease in 5 years. Now, what's cool about this article is you're gonna see, and this is how stuff spreads. You know, the Lord has His hand in this. Scriptures tell you, shall there be evil in the city? And, grab that real quick. This is Amos 3 and 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh had not done it? You see? Verse 7. And this is the point, because the prophet spoke of these things. Surely Yahweh will do nothing, but He revealeth His secret unto His servants, the prophets. So there's men that foretold of these things and told you that pestilence is coming, disease is coming. There's going to be several pestilences that are going to come. You know, brothers, including myself and the elders, starting off with the elders, have consistently said this current pandemic they have, this Crown Royal 19, is only the beginning. Now it says, a resurgence of Ebola has killed 4 people in Ghanaian, marking the first time in 5 years that the disease has been linked to fatalities in the West African country. And there's a lot of Jake over there. You know, the Lord said He was going to visit Jerusalem with candlesticks. He's searching this place out. You know, the judgment's going to come on Israelites first. You know, and it's going to spread to the heathen. It says in paragraph 2 now, it says, the latest victim of the virus had participated in a funeral for a nurse who had fallen ill and died. Ghanaia's National Health Security Agency chief, Sakoba Kita, told local media her death has now been attributed to Ebola. It says following the burial, 8 people showed symptoms of the virus, including diarrhea, vomiting, and bleeding. 3 of the individuals died, while 4 others have been hospitalized. Kita said that one of the patients, this is the kicker, one of the patients had escaped. Now the scriptures tell you the goings of men are of the Lord. So the Lord let this dude escape. The Lord put him out there. I firmly believe that there's going to be more cases. And with the current strain that this whole Crown Royal is having on all healthcare systems, that they're saying is having on healthcare systems, and people are already in fear of that, I can see this thing sparking up even further, and I hope it does. I hope it does. It says Kita said that one of the patients had escaped from where he had been, where he was being treated, but was later located and taken to a hospital in the capital, Conakry. It says the outbreak occurred in the southeast region of Ziriko Core. It says Health Minister Remy Lama said that the government was really concerned about about the new Ebola deaths. Ghanaian has not recorded a fatality from Ebola since 2016, when the virus ripped through the country and the surrounding region, killing more than 11,000 over a 3-year period. Now, that was when stuff was good. That was when trade was good between nations. That was when oil prices were fixed. That was when it was easy to get goods. But now here it is. The whole world's locked down. Imagine what death this is going to bring now. It says Ebola is a highly infectious and deadly disease that causes hem, uh, hemorrhagic, hemorrhagic fever and internal bleeding, meaning you get a fever blisters. A hemorrhage is what a hemorrhage is. Basically a breaking of the skin. You know, hemorrhagic fever. You know, blistering skin and internal bleeding. The virus is spread through contact with infected body fluids, sweat, spit, you know, all of it. The outbreak comes as the Democratic Republic of Congo struggles to rein in its own resurgence of the virus. And this was when this resurgence of the Congo one started was in 2019. It's mid 2019. And that stuff's still going on. So it says the country recently saw 2 deaths that have been attributed to the disease, rising fears that it may have been premature to declare in November that its latest struggle against Ebola was over. You see, the DRC, Democratic of Republic, uh, Democratic Republic of Congo, has fought the virus for decades, having suffered 11 outbreaks since the disease was discovered near the Ebola River in 1976. So what you're seeing now is a spreading of disease, and the Lord spoke of those things, man. This is Second Ezra 15:5. I started 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness," and this is why things come on the world, because of unbelief and pride. The Lord brings judgment. It says, and I was watching one of the the heads from the Tampa, one of the Florida camps, and he brought out that movie, what is it called, where it's basically like the Greek god saying, "Bring out the Kraken." I forgot what the movie is called, but how when disrespect was had towards the Most High, the Lord called Satan and told him, "Hey, go down there and bring some confusion." And this is what it is. Second Ezra 15:5. Behold, say Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That death comes through pestilence. That's one of them. Death has many avenues. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You see? So because of the wickedness of this earth, and the Lord said, "You know what? That's enough. Here it is. I'm tired." We're at that point. It says verse 7. Therefore say Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. And how many people are down with this whole no world mindset, where homosexuality is something not only to be accepted but praised, where women ruling over men, women being loose, immoral, prideful against their men, in a state of they don't need their men. You know, how much more now? It says, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And we, the men that believe in these scriptures that are vexed with the filthiness of this world, are the ones that cry continually. We're being justified, what? Because we want the way of the Lord. 2nd Ezra 16 and 39. I gotta start up. 2nd Ezra 16 and 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. You see, a lot of people thought, oh, they got vaccines now for this Crown Royal 19, and we got to talk in code because this devil wants to shut down all avenues of information about his plans. So what, we're forced to talk in code, but people have gotten in a mindset of, oh, he's got a vaccine, we can calm down. No. The Lord has plans, and they had just only begun. Remember, in the book of Matthew, I gotta get it real quick. Matthew 24 and 7. Now remember, this is the disciples wanted to know what shall be the end of the world, right? So Matthew's 24 and 6. It says, and ye shall have wars and rumors of wars. We're hearing that now, and it's intensifying. More and more nations are separating. You got all those nations talking about in Ezekiel, I don't think it's the 33rd chapter, where it talks about Gog and Magog, the hooks in the jaw. All those nations are starting to come together in a whole new way. It says, verse 6, ye shall have wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. All the racial tension that's out here, and kingdom against kingdom. All the economic wars being had between all nations. Even EU nations are at each other's throat over these trade embargoes and these trade disputes since the Brexit. It says, and there shall be famines, which is happening. Brother Bayan in our camp shared some information about these shipping containers, where the price of renting a shipping container or using a shipping container to ship goods went from $1,500 to 6 G's, which is extremely expensive. So what? Nobody's going to do it anymore. There's not going to be any. We get something from China and unload it and ship something back with stuff in it because it's too expensive. And there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. We're at the beginning of the pestilences. Earthquakes have been happening. There's been 7.0 and over earthquakes happening recently in the last 2 weeks consistently. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and that's what it is. We're at the beginning of sorrow, and it's only going to intensify. So this is back in 2nd Ezra 16 and 39. It's in 38, it says, I started 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bring forth her son, and with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child come forth, they slack not a moment. So a woman, when she's about to deliver, the height of the pain is when when the child is about to slip out. So we're in the time of those birth pains intensifying to our Lord coming. So you're gonna be prepared to feel pain on this earth. Verse 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. And this is what's happening. Pestilence is getting prepared. Let me put that in. Um, Look right there. Amos 4:10. I have sent among you pestilence after the manner of Egypt. Your young men have I slain with the sword, and have taken away your houses, and made the stink of your camps to come up unto your nostrils. Ye have not returned unto me, say Yahweh. See, the Lord's going to send that old former plague. The scriptures talk about I shall smite Egypt with plagues as before. Second Ezra 15 and 11. It says, sorry, 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, because that's what's getting prepared for Jacob's slaughter. These devils are going to come down as they did before. When you go to the editions of Esther, what happened? Ammon, the Edomite, who came through the line of Agag. He plotted to kill Israel. Right? We're coming at that same time. These Edomites, don't get confused by them saying, "Oh, we got to get this to the blacks because they're the ones who need the most." Don't be confused. This devil is still a devil. It says, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched forth arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. And this is the time we're coming in, because America is that new Egypt. America holds the same spirit of Egypt, oppressing the Israelites, making them work with rigor, persecuting them, give them no ease, not allowing them to worship and serve their power. This is what America is. In the book of Revelation, it tells you that there's a place that is spiritually called Sodom, spiritually, because it has the same characteristics, it has the same thought process. Why is this place spiritually called Sodom, man? Through America, what the whole world is accepting the LGBTQ community. Biden said within the first 10 days of his administration being in office that he's going to protect LGBTQ rights globally, right? This is that Sodom spiritually and Egypt spiritually, because of how it oppresses you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are the Israelites of the Bible. It says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, back in 11, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy the land thereof. And Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. So we're in the time where plagues are going to grow. This is only going to intensify. There's going to be more stuff that pops up. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bashim El Shai, Bashim Shalom.